shop that they find. Honorable senator, there is nothing like that here. A shop with the shop for here. But if you want shop, don't shop alone, don't die alone. Let's start with just show to them, say food go day. Make them calm down. You need their support, and everybody, you go take care of everybody. More increase their salary. Are you sure? We get money to do that. About money day, we get money. Well, it's just that the money is not for everybody. Sure, you guys are. Right. Okay. So what is it going to cost us to pay ourselves more? Don't worry about it, sir. It's covered. You are covered. You are very covered, sir. Okay, you bring the document, signed it, and they published it. You are reading about it now. Meaning from 4 million that they were paying Tifnumbu, they are paying Bokuwari. Tifnumbu will now be paid 8.1 million and a basic salary. Don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you. The salary of House of Representatives member, basic, is 750,000 naira. You know, reach 1 million. Those honorable with the big men. No, that's not why they wanted to be honorable. That's not why they became honorable. 750,000 naira. You see that, what do you call the senator and all of that, their salary to no reach 1 million. 950 or something thousand. Your state governor, legally by law, basic salary state governor is about 1.2 million. Deputy governor is maybe under 1 million too. Basic I know. I know saying that's a lot of money. You haven't heard the full story. Basic on pariwo. Ha! Basic mean this is your salary. Then there are other things that comes with it. So they use that basic to build other things, which they now call emolument, that goes to individual politician based on any political office they are holding. I'll give you example. And don't pretend that you have never heard them before. This is just me trying to rejig our memory here again. They have increased their salary by 114% after announcing austerity few days ago. And they ask Nigerians to endure small hardship more, just small, because money no day. So the salary of the president, which was 4 million or 3.8 million or thereabouts, the salary of the president basic now is 8.1 million by this increase. Now, as the president, they now develop other structural way of paying you. So here are the few of them. Wardrobe allowance, so that the president can be able to buy cloth and wear cloth, because he know they wear cloth before he became president. So he need cloth. So to now buy cloth for the president, we need 300% of his basic salary. What that means is that you will now say 8.1 million times 300 divided by 100. So whatever that gives you is the money meant to buy cloth for the president.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Mazo Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lu yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé? Fún wa lówó wa, ànówó ẹ wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Náà ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth. Òun ni mo wà ní táìmù yìí tí mi ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́. Kò sówó. Èmi kọ́ lè. Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything.
Yeah. That's just for buying clothes. To buy, that's wardrobe allowance. For the president of the country, to keep him safe, and also for the president to be able to keep Nigeria safe, we need to pay him some security votes so that money, he can use that money to help keep Nigeria safe. That's for him to use. We need medical allowance. For medical allowance for the president, that should be 1,500% of his basic salary, because that arrangement, he will need to go abroad. And how much is 8.1 million naira? Do you want him to go and use his salary to go and treat himself? He's the president, for goodness sake. So we need to pay him money in case if he's sick. Therefore, we're going to pay him every month. 14, 15 million naira. That's just for his medical. To read newspaper. I mean, come on now, let's get serious. Should you expect president to be reading newspaper, ni? But if we have a president that is ready to read newspaper, we need to pay him. So we will have to pay 200% of his basic salary for him to be able to read newspaper about what is going on in his country. He's not going to buy the newspaper. There's another arrangement for that, to supply newspaper to every office. That's not him. But when they put the newspaper in his office to read the newspaper, we need to pay him. Ridiculous, Abi. You think it's funny? It's not funny, because you know when we say Nigeria is a joke, that's what we mean. Also, this elected politician, to be a politician is not easy. To be a rep and senator, do you think it's easy? Do you think it's easy to be a senator? Do you think so? There's hardship. We need to pay them hardship allowance. So that we'll say, we are sorry that you are facing hardship, 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 facing hardship.
Oshoni, ajeni, elebologun ni, amaniseni ni, afaimaniseni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oshoni, ajeni, elebologun ni, amaniseni ni, afaimaniseni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oshoni, ajeni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣẹ́ni ni, afàìmániṣẹ́ni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni.
I'm so sorry. You know, I don't know what happened. I did some settings. This is me trying to stop all the flickering, right? So I did some settings on my system today, and it is so ridiculous that it keeps freezing like every second. There. I apologize, okay? But again, we need to pay these people hardship allowance. Okay, how much we will come pay them now? Say, for being the rep, for the hardship. You know, that one not too much. Not just 300% of their basic salary. So you hear the story where they will tell you a senator goes home with at least 30 million naira.
Pastor, ó kó ọlọ́pàá ń ṣọ́ pastor. Àwọn ọmọ ìjọ sticker ló ń ṣọ́ wa. Àṣé kò rí pé orí wa ti burú. Ìwọ má dira o, ìpápá ẹ̀dá rin. Yẹ́n kàn wá sí báàbù tó ń jẹ. Kò jẹ́ pé sàgbétò àbí kò gbẹ́rì tí kò gbé tí a fẹ́ jókòó tẹ̀ rà. Gbẹ́rì tí bá yọ píù. Àwòyí àárín. Mo mọ̀ ní pé wà nínú báàbù pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ògèrí Jésù. Kí ni Jésù lò? Àfẹ́ rí lólo. Ìwọ má dira, ayé bàjẹ́.
I know pressure Tiwa smart that we keep having that interruption, but don't worry, I get us back. I'll get us going or keep us going. So this story about them having a senator collecting 30 million. That some of you have probably felt like, how is that even possible? Are they stealing them? Are they kind of stealing? No, they are not. They have put all of this together behind the scene, that when they now work everything all together and they get, this is how much they get. And it's actually how much they get after they also pay tax, because they remove taxes from their money. I have to say, I have seen their pay slip. I've seen a pay slip of a senator. I've seen pay slip of the rep. I've seen pay slip of a governor. Some of them are actually online, by the way. But think about what 114% mean to somebody who was collecting 30 million, making supposed legit authority stealing legit 30 million a month. So Bokwari, that was taking home over 45 million, that the one they put together as that package based on salary, not others. Tifnubu has now signed the one that he will be taking home this issue of salary every month, with all the arranging that comes with it. He will be taking home over 80 million naira. The shitty man will be taking home over 60 million naira every month. The one that he doesn't even have to say anything, it's just there. For the next every time he's there as your president. Money no deal. Sure you get. These roads, right now, the National Assembly members themselves, they just got paid 29 or so billion naira. Because, they need to go and look for houses. They need to go and look for this and that. This money is like welcome money. True story. Nearly 30 billion naira were released to people who are not up to 469 people in these last few days. So that they can go and settle down. They need to go and, they need to go and rent house or whatever they want to do in Abuja. That is what they have done for them. So where they are all searching for houses right now, they just received the news that their salary will go up by 114%. or more. Hey, this is the new Deshige. And they said it is just the beginning. Well, it is just the beginning. I can attest to that myself. Judges who majority of you are looking forward to probably chasing away these criminals, they also received the news that Nigeria may be broke, my lord. My lord. It doesn't matter that if Nigerians are falling into poverty even more. My lord, now your own share be this. 114%. The elder statesmen, which people they call elder statesmen in Nigeria, they are the past president, especially past president. The law in Nigeria says if you are past president of Nigeria, you get paid. If not the same, what they pay the current sitting president in Nigeria, it will be almost something so similar to it. As the former president and you and your family, for the rest of your life, Nigeria will continue to fund your medical bills for the rest of your life. How easy do you think it is for them? Do you think it's about the money they stole 30 years ago, 40 years ago? That is why they are able to, they can afford all this foreign medical treatment that you see some of these old criminals dying outside Nigeria. Do you think it's actually all the money they stole then? These are all the secret arrangements they've made for themselves. And there are those that will never come out and tell you, why are you doing this? They will tell you to sacrifice. Sacrifice for Nigeria. Sacrifice. Like, they have abused that word so much, yeah? And a lot of you, the humbled slaves, you are telling yourself that Rome is not built in a day. You need to sacrifice something for these criminals because you trust them that they are coming back to make it better for you if you can just endure small. They are talking about those who are taking a subsidy from government of Nigeria. You jump into it because they are talking about petrol subsidy. Do you know what is called dollar subsidy? Do you know that? Do you know what they call the education subsidy? Their children that are schooling abroad, everything, these guys put together different education support programs that are not public. They are not for you. They are not for me. They are for their children and their family. It's there. When you see their children abroad here and there, living in those beautiful houses, of course, they stole money to buy them. They give them those comforts. But you'll be surprised that, indeed, Nigeria still they pay them. Pay their children in America, in Canada, in China, all over the world. Nigeria is still footing the bill. What do you think? How do you think Nigeria do that? By using your dollars, of course, by using any of your forex. More, something that should have been made available for those who are doing businesses, ready to multiply same, Abi. They are using that to fund the lifestyle of their different family members. A lot of them. It is like a privilege. Once you join that clique, they will tell you, sure, you want to go and study. If you want to go and study in Saudi Arabia, I know something. Let me call a so person. They will give you the package. All of these are what actually drain Nigeria. But they made you believe that removing fuel subsidy is what is crashing Nigeria. And you gladly take it. You took it enough that when they offered no alternative, you don't care. Because according to you, you are sacrificing. It's a little sacrifice you have to make. You are looking at your own, you are looking at your child unwell, and you are unable to pay the medical bill. Something that you could ordinarily pay before is so hard now that it breaks your heart. That you have to seek help for little things that you could do yourself. Now you have life and death in between all of this, right? And you're still telling yourself that, it's a little sacrifice you have to make. For people, those who are asking you to make the sacrifice, they don't give a shit. They don't give a damn about you. And you are angry that somebody is telling you that. You are angry. I mean, so they are doing their things. They are, living their life. You will be reading it in the news. The Nigerian Senate approved car. They approved so billion naira to buy a car. They approved so billion this and that. You read that and you read all these things and you just, you just move away like it's nothing. Of course, anything that will make you feel better. But the bottom line is that you can't wish bad governance away and say it's going to probably not affect you. It will. And this is just at the beginning. Okay. Currently, Kolu is in France, and indeed, before he left for France for financial impact summit, something. Somebody that went there for his own medical treatment, Abi. But it's okay. You will never know, right? Because they owe you no explanation. They owe you nothing. In fact, a lot of people probably say, well, they don't have to say anything. So before he left, they brought Bill Gates. And guess who brought Bill Gates? The number one beneficiary of subsidy in Nigeria, the highest beneficiary of the Nigerian government subsidy ever in Nigeria history. Dangote, the quota system Nigeria billionaire. So he was there with Bill Gates. Same way, he invited the same Bill Gates when Bokwari took power in 2015. And I remember that time when Lagos Abobakus, the Buhari danced Buhari Diderins. See, Bill Gates has visited Nigeria. He's visiting the best president. Nigeria will soon be great. Àfìgbà tí Bokwari traveled to America to go and sign a deal for GMO, what is it they call that? All this GMO thing. Genetically modified, whatever. You shall know what I'm saying, Shabi. They said they were looking for where to dump them. People of Yoruba land, people of Nigeria, place where people they grow their own food naturally, became a country that can no longer grow food to feed their own people. And the coming of Bill Gates to Nigeria, the man that is famous for all this genetic, this generic, that, genetic, all this nonsense. If you read about Bill Gates, you will realize that when they say the kind of money where we say go make you feel like but he says the philanthropist, Baba called philanthropist will share so my brother. The world has updated enough that when you see the likes of Bill Gates as friends to Dangote, you should be scared. Like really, really scared. Because when the criminals in Nigeria who don't give a damn about you, if the money is good, then the deal is okay. And the likes of Dangote, the quota system child of Nigeria, being friends to Bill Gates, and coming to Nigeria, seeing Kolu, the heroin traffic drug lord, as president, shouldn't be anything to trigger happiness. But again, wetin Mayegun know, only just to talk and talk and talk and talk. But when wetin Mayegun talk begin to happen, they will say, hey, but Mayegun, it's okay. We know that what you said is, but let us just pray. You and who they pray. And they tell you, say, I come from a CAC Agbala Atura. If you want pray, why you no go CAC Agbala Atura? Ori Okeko Seunti. Go to all those mountains where people they pray for a living. There are people who do prayer for a living. You are titani to pray for Nigeria. Show about me mashie. When we tell you about these people, they say when you see people, when they show you who they are the first time, believe them. Don't go around and begin to think maybe God will change them. Maybe you don't know. God, people with that kind of mindset. We know them. You want to tell yourself they are not who they say they are. So, well, anyway, they shall have met with Kolu. And I don't feel good about it. And it's only time that will tell. Watch this.
Okay. So tag along with him.
Okay.
Tag along with him.
Okay. Sorry. Look at this. Look at this. Excellency.
Congratulate him once more.
Hi, how are you? Good. Great to see you. Thanks for being with me. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Welcome.
And also committing to do more and to help congratulate him once more for his successful election into this office, and also to brief him of what Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Aliko Dangote Foundation we've been doing in Nigeria, and also committing to do more and to help Nigeria so that our health sector will keep improving, which will turn out to be better for the whole citizens of the country.
So specifically, what should Nigerians been expecting from these two great foundations?
Well, Nigerians have been getting quite a lot. All what they have to start expecting is to expect more. We expect more from the government in terms of cooperation, and we'll also do more on our side.
Okay. How do you see the climate being opened up by the president? Talk about the new forex regime and all of that.
All is great. Things are, going well. We even congratulated him on removal of subsidy, and I think he's doing a great job.
Àtisebo, àtisete, àti ń parọ́ tipẹ́, àtisete, òtítọ́ òdìmú òdodo òsì mọ́, àtisete, kágbọ́dé fáláre, àtisete, kágbẹ̀bí fáláre, àtisete, adájọ́ ń parọ́ torí owó, àtisete, òtìlú ń parọ́ nítorí ipò, àtisete, èdò gbówó mi, ńtẹ́, àtisete, ìjà ń jà aráàlú, àtisete.
I decided to play you those clips, right? So to just see if na me no get good eardrum. Bill Gates, a once upon a time richest man in the world, visiting Nigeria is not because of any investment in Nigeria. Two richest people. Did you hear Dangote talking about Dangote Foundation? The biggest black nation on earth. And once upon a time, the richest man in the world cannot tell you how much of his own business or people where he has business interest, how much of such investment are currently in Nigeria. No. He's going to tell you about polio. He's going to tell you about measles. He's going to tell you about they are planning to help the poorest and the poorest in Nigeria. But you know something? The areas where they are helping the poorest and the poorest people with these NGOs, they are the areas that are mostly the dangerous places where the armed terrorists, are actually killing people. And we've discovered that a lot of these NGOs in Nigeria coming to say they want to go and help people, poor people in northern Nigeria, they are mostly the people who are doing the gun running, sponsoring all the terrorists and the terrorism. Because, the terrorists may tell you they want your land. They want to make you a Muslim. But behind all that facade is that the exploration, the mindless stealing of Nigeria natural resources. There are already reports on that too. I'm not making it up. Let's see if he's back. Can you hear me? Is my sound still back or still working? I want to be very sure just before I continue, okay? The fight against AIDS, the fight against Ebola, the fight against malaria, those are the things they are going to Africa to say they are doing. And you will see all of them from everywhere. From there, we have been doing this Red Cross. We have a clinical frontier for the people, clinical for the reward refugee, and so and so for the water for poor people, clinical education for the poor, clinical refugee rights, clinical rights from America, from Australia, from China, from everywhere. We discovered that the more you have all of these people in all these areas, the more escalated some of these crises and these armed killers, the more deadlier they have become, the more people's lives are disrupted because of the natural resources in their area. Cause war, chase them away, make it look like government cannot even come there, begin to do the extraction, begin to steal whatever you can steal, and then just make it look like something. Tell me, how much is Bill Gates' investment in Nigeria? I mean, it's a Nigerian friend, I mean. And tell me, what exactly did Bill Gates say is coming to contribute to Tinubu's presidency in Nigeria? He wants to come and help you fight malaria. We need to end malaria by the end of 2030. We must fight climate change before the end of 2050, or else the whole world is going to disappear by 2050. We need to go and study some areas in Africa. We need to study some people in Africa to use them as a specimen of what we are studying that is going to happen in 2080. And not the madness. But your politicians, shame on Isha day. Wait till you talk say you won't come do. We are here to come and, about climate. You know what I mean? We want to come and talk about all of this, all of your cars, all of your engines. If you continue to use petrol and diesel, the whole world is going to disappear in 20 years. All of us are going to just die because we are hurting the heart. We are destroying the climate and all of the campaigns around it. Politicians in Nigeria don't give a damn. Statistically, the number of emission is just, what do they call that thing? May I go find their fancy word they normally use for this climate change? It's like the gas emission. No, it's not gas emission. The CO2 emission. Oh, you shall know what they talk. They say that you saw these industries, we need to go electric. The UK, we need to go electric. We need to save this and that. But statistically, the industrialized countries in the world, that every day, when they talk about, say, like, no, they go off abroad, it simply means abroad don't call, they are generating electricity every minute, 24/7. To generate that, you are going to be emitting so many other gaseous things when you are doing that generation. You see, as a day here where electricity day here, so there are so many turbines all over the UK that are releasing their different. So they say they want to cut it down. Now they're supposed to cut down. Now here you have factories. When they did all the statistics, Africa we no get lights, especially Nigeria, we no get electricity, no get anything. The amount of waiting Nigeria, in the old Nigeria, as you are big as you are, the amount of waiting you they release as your own gas, be waiting smoke, it no reach, let's use figure, okay? For example, if they say UK is releasing 30% of this gas, whatever we are releasing, dangerous for health and for this art. China no send anybody. China, they release ×2 what the rest of the world is using apart from America. China, America, and the rest of the world. But you see all the people who come from those countries, from China, with all this industrialization, massive place. America, Agbayami Yami Luo, the greatest country on earth. When you come to industrialization and their factories and their, Baba, waiting then they release. People from those places will now go to Nigeria, Africa. We don't get any meaningful impact in this conversation. No. They won't go study why Africa people too strong. How come all of you now, you're not supposed, I mean, why can't you still be like human being? They won't come studying you. Say, oh yeah, go green. We need to go green to save the world. So politicians in Nigeria, we're still concerned with go green or no go green. Shame on it. Pay us. Go and do whatever you want to do in Nigeria. I mean, it's a common sense thing, though. It's a common sense thing for you to just feel like, this ain't no add up. It don't make sense. So, what exactly is the Bill Gates doing in Nigeria? What exactly? He won't come fight the environment, climate change. To all of you, maybe say, what to concern you right now is actually how to feed, survive tonight, so that you can wake up tomorrow morning. And that is none of their business. They are coming to help you. Handouts, we'll go give them money. Somebody said that 2 powerful rich men in the world. In America, they have a system that has created opportunities where the likes of Bill Gates, they are everywhere, who make their money legitimately. And they're actually really helping and impacting and improving human development, so to say. But in Nigeria, you have chances. The other one where they wear Babari Gadangote. I am so proud that I'm a Nigerian. The country that the richest black man come from, Shengbowiri, is proud that the richest black man come from Nigeria. The quota system billionaire. Yeah? Even ordinary you will no get sense. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. You. We they proud because Dangote richest man, Dangote refinery, Dangote nonsense and that and all that. Yeah? Even you will no get sense because anybody will get sense no go talk like that. But I'm talking to you. Shem, why are you looking your side? I said you know yourself. Yes, you. As senseless as you be, sir, ma. If they give you the privilege, then give Dangote. You go there richer than Dangote. It is called quota system. If you can sit as a day, as a day like this, if I can pick up my phone and say, or just say hello, Emefiole, sorry, can I get $2 billion? So do you have up to $2 billion? So how much they grant? I say, have you spoken to the president? I don't have to. Just forward my message to the president. Tell him say they asked for $2 billion. Put the package together. Sure you get? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For the good of black people, yes, we have $2 billion. What you want to can do? There's this business I'm thinking. I want to build refinery. God bless you, sir. You want to build refinery? You will need more than $2 billion. Oh. I know. I just want to pretend I have money so that the people I want to borrow money from, they can know that I have $2 billion, that I am ready. That's not a problem then. That's not a problem, sir. That's not a problem. I can raise it with the president and say, you are interested in building refinery, sir. Yeah, tell him that I... So possibly it was like, yeah, okay. Dangote, if you want to build a refinery, you need more than $2 billion. You need like 10 billion. Say you get 10 say I can say 10 billion. Dangote, you can get anything you want. Just tell us how much we will get for the whole thing. Just we'll discuss. And that's exactly how they run Dangote. A monopolistic, opportunistic, waiting a day there again. Chancer, even person we don't get sense, can become the richest black man in the world from Nigeria. Just go and check his business ethics. Go and see how much of it, indeed, that only him can actually get away with. Not you, not me, not anybody. So that one now went there. He said they went to go and see Tifnumbu because of a foundation. Do you know how many people Dangote Foundation accept? Mayegun. Let's leave out the sentiment. I understand what you are saying. But what I'm saying is that even the Bill Gates Foundation, do you know it's this Bill Gates Foundation that gave me the education support I went that took me to America. It was Gateway Foundation that gave me the education scholarship. All those notes, they create them. When a proper system in America, are you listening? Or in any other working country, maybe I shouldn't use America. You wouldn't need a foundation from a bogus billionaire as a good thing to say, oh yeah, for whatever he's taken from us, from all of the businesses that have to die for him, for all of that personalized favor that he gets, that gives him that advantage. At least he's giving us is giving people like us opportunity to go and study abroad. Is the one giving people like us opportunity to be able to feed. Thank God to Dangote Foundation is the one that actually pay for the medical bills of over 5,000 people in a country of 200 million people. Is the greatest philanthropist. Do you know how many people he changed his life? Do you know how many people that he is paying and is working for in a free country? You could have produced thousands of Dangote who make their money legitimately and they contribute to that country like you have in America. Everybody makes their money legitimately so well that people who make them legitimately more, they are more than criminal politicians who are unproductive or those who are their cronies benefiting from their patronage, which doesn't serve the interest of anyone but themselves, like you have in Nigeria. I just thought I should say that, you know. And Kolu is in France, just in case if you are asking. See that eyes, man. So they were prepping him because he want to go and attend one financial impact summit. That's the summit. And in the media they already saying, 4 presidents, 4 head of state from around the world want to meet with Tifnumbu. Like, what would that actually change in what you are currently, facing in Nigeria? The British High Commissioner to Nigeria was at the shitty man's office too, to praise Tifnumbu and say, Tifnumbu has, this bold step that he took, we need to give him chance. We need to give him time so that Tifnumbu, the impact of what he did can come back positive. Britain is telling you that Tifnumbu's policy is good. You are happy and you want to go to bed. I live in Britain, by the way. Are you with me? And if I tell you that you are done for, it's like the Garden of the Hawk. Everybody is coming in to come and ask, the thing where would they take from here? Say we go keep up. And also we need more. Please, we need more for our people too. You go get them. Say you go get them. Then when you see the media, what do you tell them? You always talk like this British ambassador in Nigeria.
And I was in London last week. I was briefing my ministers, but I was also talking to British business in the finance, banking, investment sectors. and they are responding very positively to these first decisions. We know that there are tough times that are going on at the moment, inflation and unemployment. And the Vice President and I also touched on some of the measures that might be possible to cushion the blow of some of these economic pressures. But I think the big issue is that these reforms help put Nigeria on a higher growth path. They will attract more investment, and the United Kingdom and the City of London sees Nigeria as a big opportunity going forward.
Let the poor breathe.
Let the poor breathe. British High Commissioner to Nigeria, the one where you hear from, so he knows that if you want to take a decision in the UK and you call it a reform, any reform that you want to take in the UK, you must consider the people that reform is going to affect. You must embark on months of public education, enlightenment of how people will get help once that policy comes to effect. That British commissioner, that British High Commissioner is saying that he believes in reform of Tifnumbu that nobody can actually pinpoint or explain. And he's telling the media that Tifnumbu's reform policy, what reform? Which reform? He knows there's no reform anywhere. But at least they are like sound word, lovely word. Reform. The reform. Once the reform begin to come together, on security, the reform. What is Tifnumbu's reform on security? That Asari Dokubo and the rest of them, they are going to help Tifnumbu to end oil bunkering, stealing of crude oil. Is that the security reform? The education reform. If UK government announce tomorrow and they say we can no longer fund education, and therefore the student loan this and that, we are changing the rules because it's like everybody is just taking it. We need to set the rules and we want to use Nigeria template, the same template Nigeria is about to use, the Tifnumbu template. Can the UK government try that in the UK? Can they? They no fit. They no bond them. But when they cross this country, when they go to Africa, they begin to sound to all of you like say they actually care about you. They don't. They don't give a damn. Hungry Nigerians, frustrated Nigerians, depressed Nigerians, brutalized Nigerians, oppressed Nigerians. They are like people who are waiting to die. You don't celebrate when you see vultures hanging and hovering about. You don't celebrate. German ambassador, they said we are going to work with. Do you think German ambassador care about you? Do you think Germans care about you? Do you think British care about you that much? Everybody is gathering to look for, where food day. We should where day, we enter. Everybody want to enter, take whatever they can take by being so dishonest. And when they return to this country, they tell their government things are very bad in that country. They will begin to ask for visa. Let's ban this, let's ban that. They do all of this, but when they go to Africa, when they face you, they talk like say they care about you, and you believe them. They are laughing with you, right? They know that once your country goes up in smoke, you want to come to their own country. So they run back here, make laws, make policies that make it harder for you to ever leave. You can't come to our country. We love your country. Your government is doing fine. NSAS, they killed the people. Do you think the rest of the world didn't know that? That a drug lord rigged himself and is your president. Do you think they don't know that? You want to talk about morality? With people who are coming around to see what they can take from you? When taking your resources are not enough, they started taking us, human resources. Have you not noticed? Modern day slavery, visa. I'm an example of those who are actually meant to add value genuine to Nigeria. They have been chased away. We have been chased away. So why? They look at this, no, we don't give you visa. They look at this one. They say, when you are filling up your visa, they want you to tell them, if you have any medical problem, if you have any criminal record, all of these are just like a deceiving. What they call it, sieving through the and say, oh, we need we need people with special skills to go out to come to our country, because what? We will make use of you there. They don't need you here. But hey, whatever your government is doing, they are doing great. We are supporting them. We will work with them. Germany will do everything to make sure that the Nigerian people enjoy. No. When Germany takes whatever resources they can take, they go on to the human beings and say, what about these ones? Those ones are doctors. Oh, they are doctors. Doctors. We need doctors, okay? Hello? Guten Abend. I say, yeah, Guten Abend, doctors. Guten Abend, doctors. Nigeria doctor. Yeah, I say, yeah. Oh, yeah, give Nigerian doctors visa and residency. And citizenship. We need doctors. So yeah, Nigerian doctors. Germany lotun launching you. Now Germany they go now. Anybody will be doctor, we won't go Germany now. Now easy peasy. Thank God, my God. I appreciate you what you have done for my family, for my life. Thank God that I am a doctor. If not because they say I be doctor, I don't go to Germany. I won't be a German citizen today. But Germany is going to stand with those that made Nigeria impossible for you, even though you are a doctor. German ambassador. You are doing. They say, did you hear what British Prime Minister said about our president? No, I haven't seen it. He don't law. Baba. As you are, number one. Like they were praising Bokwari then. The Prime Minister said, when he met with Ashiwaju, when I met with Bokwari, the Prime Minister said, he has never met any intelligent man ever. Nigerians are so lucky. Nigerians are so lucky to have a Bokwari said by the UK Prime Minister that is developing different bogus visa just to take whatever they can take from Nigeria. Wait till they say, oh yeah, come, we'll give you visa. Come here, come and fill up this place. We'll give you visa. Yeah, come here. When they are done with you, when they be like, wait, if you like say this one, they did too much now. You know what? No, you are abusing the visa we are giving you. We don't want to give you the visa anymore. No, you have abused it. Don't come again. Modern slavery. You have never thought about this like that, have you? You haven't. That's what it be now. Or my ego's diary political. Now, wait till you never think before. I mean, I go make you begin to think and say, where did my ego you? My ego, you get me. That one where you talk, enter. That one enter. There has never been any world leader that has met Nigeria leader and say, why are you guys so useless? My ambassador said, you guys are criminals, useless. I don't want to have a chat with you. My country is being bombarded with your people. You guys should go back and fix your country. You will never see that anywhere, ever. They will tell you, say your government is doing wonderfully well. Now you go call the one that say, which wonderfully well? I mean, you did craziness, These people are evil. You are telling us that they are doing fine. They are doing well. Trump didn't. Somebody said Trump did. Trump, without of that Trump, now eavesdrop, things where you say to yourselves. Trump was doing like this at the back of Bokwari after collecting over $500 million from him. He was doing like this. It was when Bokwari was gone that Trump now told his people and said, I thought you said you are bringing a president. They said, now, we are bringing, he said, don't ever bring that lifeless person to me again, ever. I don't want to meet such lifeless person again. But on camera and everything, when they want to collect money, it came with money. They collected his money. When he left, he started reading about what Trump said about him. When Trump was talking about Nigeria, called Nigeria a shithole. Nigeria was the only place, not the only place he called shithole. It was also a chat within their meeting. And he said that, all these people from all these shithole countries, places like this, like that, Nigeria. And he mentioned Nigeria. Because he mentioned Nigeria, now that one go viral. How dare you call us shithole? How dare